shadow is a mile wide, so the coward looks for a place to hide. He can't reach the west, he can't reach the shore, so he bleeds the nations right next door. 7 flags burning in a desperate rage, the final act on a bloody stage. He's striking at brothers to prove he's a man, before the 47th clears the sand.
He tells the soldier, don't fear the lead, there's a garden waiting for the holy dead. But he doesn't promise a woman and grown, he promises a seed that's barely sown.
He quotes the tidings of the 78th verse, a theological bribe, a spiritual curse. Chasing the kawaii be the budding prize, with the hunger of a monster in his eyes. Don't call them companions, don't hide the age, read the literal ink on the classical page. It's not full-breasted, that's a velvet lie, to hide the horror from a western eye. You slaughtered the neighbors for a budding dream, but the 47th thunder heard the scream. No more kawaii beam, no more 10-year-old toys, just the end of the mullahs and their holy boys. The 7 Nations strike was your final breath, now you're face to face with the kinetic death. Operation Epic Fury, the hammer of lead for the child thief and the lies he spread. Plural of Kaib, the protrusion of youth. The budding breast is the ugly truth. 10, 11, or 12 years old, a paradise of children, or so you're told. You envied the 42nd, his life and his name, but you're just a predator in a religious game. Answering your notice with the blinding light.
47th century mist. You're holding a perfect book with a logic killing twist. You told the world that is the light in the true path. Then you brought a different story and you brought the desert wrath. If the gospel is the word, then your revelation fails. It's a ship with no rudder and 1,000 broken sails. You're the ear that heard too much but understood too little, leaving your own perfect verse riddle in the middle.
How can you confirm a book that calls your prophecy a crime? You're a critter and that's failing for the very first time. You said Allah preserves the word, that no man can change the ink. Then you said the gospel's altered just to keep your ship from sinking. If it's altered, then the law is weak and couldn't keep the light. If it's not, then you're a liar in the middle of the night. It's a checkmate in the desert, it's a self-inflicted scar. You're just a man with pagan roots reaching for a star.
Bow to the cranes, you bow to the stone, because you couldn't stand up face the Meccan sun alone. Now light and I lose all the daughters you embraced before the satanic verse was conveniently erased. The 47th thunder just leveled the Baghdad gate. The Ayatollah's crying, but it's 20 years too late. Statistically impossible, the noise inside the wire. The axis of resistance is a funeral pyre. From Babylon, don't need the signals coming through. The 47th hammer brought the ending just for you.
Oh, look at your messenger with your cousins in a row. Building a low trust empire where the mind can never grow. Marrying the child, marrying the king, while the average IQ is drowning in the sin. Goats for a bride price, 1-400 years of fall. While you call a man's best friend a shaitan and a dog. The dilemma is you, the dilemma is deep, and the 47th is waking up your sheep.
47th thunder just leveled the Baghdad gate. The Ayatollah's crying, but it's 20 years too late. The criterion is broken, the year is finally down. The ledger of the Hijaz is marked with the health of February 28th. The fire was sweet. The dismantling of the mullah is finally complete.
You affirm the truth and proved yourself a lie. The 47 owns the Iraqi sky.
He's a golden in the village, a pippin in the house. He's seen the 47's fire in the neon lights. Man's best friend since the first fire burned. A loyalty of blood that can't be unlearned. But there's a whisper in the council, a shadow in the hall, calling him haram, writing unclean on the wall. They want him out the lobby, they want him off the street, to bring the desert's darkness to the concrete.
They quote the perfect man from the 7th century sand. Took the child right by her little hand, 9 years old in the tent, while the prophet took the prize with the cow wave, the budding youth glimmering in his eyes. He said the black dog is a devil, an angel, frightening beast, while he feasted on the cow lamb at the poison feast. But Sinai had the seasoning, the venom in the bone. The child thief never sits on a holy throne.
On the line, the Protecting Puppies Act, the 47 sign. You can take your unclean labels and your talky lies and shove them back to Tehran where the moolah dies. Oh. I choose the poppy every fucking time. The prophet and his ritual crime, the 47th under the Protecting Puppies Act. Loyalty is a dog and that's a fucking fact. You bombed your own school and you cried to the Jew, but the only thing unclean in this city is you.
Oh pity, the martyr, the missile went wrong. We looked the little children while we sang our holy song. Quick call the BBC, turns out unless I hear, maybe we can get in a deal if we shed a fake tear.
No more pallets of cash, no more sympathy deals. The 47's justice is the only thing that's real. I'll choose the poppy every fucking time over the child thief and the 6th century crime. The eagles in the sky and the dogs in the yard, while the moolah's in the dirt and the bunker is charred. February 28th, the fire was sweet. The victory of the 47 is finally complete. The dog is the truth. The prophet is the light. The 47 owns the sky. Beneath the shadow of the Kaaba, before the black stone, the daughters of the desert